Beth Brown-Reinsel, and I'm really happy to be doing some technique videos for YouTube for you. I'm going to demonstrate the Channel Island Cast-On, which gives this beautiful little edge of beads along the knitting. Here I have it on the top of a sock, but you could do it at the beginning of a mitten or at the beginning of a cuff of a sweater or even at the bottom of a sweater. To make the Channel Island Cast-On, you need 3 ends of yarn, and I typically will use 3 different skeins so that I'm not going to run out of yarn. I'll take all 3 yarns and make my slip knot, leaving about 3 to 4 inches of tail. And this cast-on only uses 1 needle, not 2. So 2 of the yarns are going to be wrapped around the thumb, and they will create the beads. And the single yarn will actually create the stitches on the needle. I'm going to take my thumb and reach underneath the yarn and wrap it twice. Grab my needle, bring the right yarn forward, just like a yarn over. Then I will insert the needle up through both loops of yarn, and that's going to create the bead. I'm going to throw the yarn for a second stitch and bring it through. So here you'll see that I have the slip knot and 2 stitches and the beginnings of a bead. Again, thumb under the yarn, wrap it twice. Bring the yarn forward, go up through both loops, throw the yarn again, and take the loops over the needle. Now you have to kind of rock the yarns back and forth in order to get good tension. Once you knit the first row, it will actually bloom and look really beautiful. It has good elasticity, and it is rugged because of the 3 yarns being used, so it's going to hold up well. So here is the completed Channel Island Cast-On. You can see that I've got the double loops of the slip knot here. Once you've done a few rows of knitting, you can take that out. If you take it out right away after you've cast on, it'll look like it's going to come apart, even though it won't. So I usually tell people to wait before they pull that out. And also notice that I've done garter stitch. I think that Channel Island Cast-On looks best with garter stitch because it tends to bring the cast-on forward. If you want to use ribbing with Channel Island Cast-On, you would want to use a knit one, purl one ribbing and center the beads underneath the knit rib so that they will come forward. If you put them under the purl rib, they'll tend to recede some. Thanks a lot for joining me for this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it and learned something. And remember that you can get my book and DVD from my website as well as your local yarn store. And you can also check out what I'm doing through my blog and sign up for my newsletter. Have a great day.